Hi, it's Skip LaCour, and in this video I am going to talk about training intensity versus volume, why you need to make that decision, which path you're going to take before you even enter the gym, before that decision is made for you. And in the MANformation portion of our time together, I am going to talk about going for your goal, setting up a vision that has so many ways for you to win, so you can use your talents and abilities to set up many, many options for yourself and not just the specific goal that you're going to set. I'm going to do that and a whole lot more during this MANformation Minute. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to this live broadcast. I am Skip LaCour. I'm your coach, I'm your friend, I'm your mentor. If you're a younger guy, I'm the buff dad you never had, sharing your passion for bodybuilding and training, sharing your passion for life and personal development. If you're about my same age, I want to be your life training partner. Again, going through this journey of life, going through it together. Maybe you're like some of the men who've been following me for like 20 years when I was a focused, dedicated bodybuilder. Now you're staying fit as you get older, always making it a part of your lifestyle, and you're making your MANformation. You are working to improve all areas of your life. What I'm all about, what MANformation is all about, is about helping you become your best, both inside and outside of the gym. Having one without the other, it's not good enough for people like you and me, for guys like you and me. We want to become our best, both inside and outside of the gym. I want to push myself hard. I want to help you set that example. So you come here and get that inspiration. You think about me all throughout the day, whether you're watching it live or in a replay version, and you think about what we talk about during these live broadcasts. I'm going to do another set here while I am doing this set. This is a great time to do two things. I have a special offer for you. And that's when you invest in my MANformation, the Mindset and Actions of a Powerful Alpha Male 10-hour audio seminar course, broken up into 6 sections with workbooks and videos. I'll tell you, this was my personal MANformation. It was my journey going from a secluded, focused, dedicated bodybuilder who, again, spent a lot of time alone focusing on his craft, mastering his craft, and then I had to get out in the world. People had high expectations of me outside of the gym, besides my physical body, and I had a lot of high expectations for myself, but I was out of practice. You know, I secluded myself, becoming a master at bodybuilding and training, becoming that 6-time national champion. I had to come up to speed. I learned the mindset that it takes to create great relationships, create great frames of the relationship, so it's a win-win situation. I'm not just giving, and I feel as though I'm always coming up on the short end. I learned about how I present myself with my body language, my voice quality, my facial expressions, you know, how to raise the environment in the room, how to become more certain, right? So people were drawn into my frame rather than me being a follower. MANformation is about you becoming a leader in your own mind, in your own life, and then you become so influential and persuasive, you have other men and other women, other people wanting some of your certainty and confidence, specific strategies. I mean, this program has helped so many men. They were blown away. They took the respect that they had for me as a bodybuilder and said, hey, what's this MANformation stuff? I trust Skip for what he has done as a bodybuilder and the information he's provided. Let me try this MANformation stuff. And what they got out of it was so much, they would even come to me for one-on-one coaching. Some of these gentlemen are with me 3 years later. So I want you to invest in the program right now. And what I'm going to do for you is I'm going to do a one-on-one over-the-phone goal-setting session, right? So we can put this MANformation to overdrive, get you clear on what it is you really want, why it's so important to you, the obstacles that are standing in your way. I'm going to coach you and I'm going to guide you so when you get off that phone, you're ready to go. Personally, no, it's not some staff member. You're going to be talking to me one-on-one on the phone. We're going to record the conversation so you have it forever. You'll see that I put on an outstanding special. I want you to put some skin in the game. I know many men love what I'm producing during these broadcasts, and I appreciate that. I want you to take it one step further. I want you to be aggressive to get what you want and not hope that I come up here and I say the words that are going to help you. The MANformation program will do that for you, and especially when I back it up with a one-on-one coaching session privately with you over the phone. And it's anywhere in the world that we can do this, all right? Other thing, I want you to download the free passages for my upcoming book. It's a Matter of Trust, Confessions of a Recovering Bodybuilder. This is also a part of my MANformation. It's my journey. It's a story of hope that everything that happens in your life can and will serve you in one way, shape, or form. It's just a matter of time before you realize it. I say it's a story of hope because you'll see that I've had a lot of challenges, chatter going in my head that helped me become a 6-time national champion drug-free bodybuilder, and at the same time held me back for those other things that I have in my life now, like a focused business direction or my wife and my children, that connection. I didn't think I was going to be able to have it. And I'll talk about all the things along my journey. It's really intimate, private. I share a lot of things with you that it's tough for me, but I just want so badly to have my experiences make your life better and have it sooner in life, right? So this is a great time to download the passages absolutely free to my upcoming book. It's a Matter of Trust, Confessions of a Recovering Bodybuilder. That's at skiplacour.com/book. skiplacour.com/book. And when you get to the end, got a special for you too. You tell me how these passages move you, how you can relate. If you're like a lot of men, wow, your story's like my story. I didn't know that. Now, that's great because I want it to be a story of hope. There's a form for you to fill out. I'm going to read what you have to say, how you have processed all the information, all my stories, all my experiences, how it relates to your life. I ask you some questions. If I'm moved, if you're moved, you prove to me that you're moved, I want to award one-on-one coaching sessions. Right? It gives me feedback as I finish up my book. All right, so we're going to do this set. And I have a message for you. I want to talk about training intensity. All right? Intensity or volume, you need to decide before it's decided for you. And in the MANformation portion of this broadcast, I want to talk about you have to set up a vision for your life that you have many, many ways to win. Not just one or two, many ways to win. And I'm going to tell you a story when I used to compete. And I used to come home and there was no ticker tape parade when I came home, no matter how well I did. All right, so this is the time to look into and invest into the MANformation course, the Mindset and Actions of a Powerful Alpha Male. Get that one-on-one coaching session with me, and then download the free passages to my upcoming book. It's a Matter of Trust, Confessions of a Recovering Bodybuilder. All right, let me take a quick moment to introduce myself for the men who may be new to these live broadcasts. Thank you so much for being here. No matter what social media platform you're watching me here today, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. You're alerted of when I go live with the notifications. I'm Skip LaCour. I'm a coach. I'm a speaker. I'm an entrepreneur. In my former life, I was a 6-time national champion, drug-free bodybuilder. I'm the creator of the MANformation personal development program for men, and I'm your coach, I'm your friend, I'm your mentor. I want to help you have a much better life than me by learning from my mistakes and my victories. MANformation, it's about being the best you can be, both inside and outside of the gym. You have a passion to look great at any age, and you have a passion to have the best overall quality of life. All right, so I want to talk about training intensity and why you need to make a decision before you even walk into the gym. Will you train with intensity or will you train more volume? All right, let's talk about training intensity. Training intensity is every set, every rep, you're giving your all. You're leaving it all on the floor, right? Now let me just say this, is that I appreciate you're probably, if you're a man watching this broadcast, you train hard, you work hard. Maybe you've noticed this during your journey, is that there's always a higher and higher level. And although the body can only do so much physically, tapping into what that limit is, it's a continual process, right? It's mental, it's emotional, all right? Getting to that next level, it's not just physical. That's what training intensity is. One more rep, one more half a rep, a little bit more form, feel, and execution intensity. Now, if you're like me, man, when I was training for 6 months, I really believed I trained with intensity until it was a year. And I said, that was nothing. Now this is intensity. 5 years later, I said, no, this is intensity. So training intensity is this always out of reach target. You don't want to say, hey, I train 100%. I know it feels good, but there's always that higher level. And I'm finding out even after 28 years of training, there's always a higher level. Right? That's what intensity is. Right? It's an enormous, if you're doing it right, it's an enormous and taxing amount of willpower, focus, energy, and time. But that's what it takes. You can get more done in less volume of work, less time, fewer exercises, fewer reps per set. Intensity, intensity, intensity. Do you train with intensity? What's your decision moving in to your workouts? Now, here's the other thing, volume of training, right? That's when you do more days training, more exercises, more time in the gym, right? You need to decide right now what it is you're going to do because it's really tough to do both, right? It really is, no matter how determined you are, right? What you don't want to do is assume you're training 100% and all you're doing is lengthening out the workout, right? You don't want to do that because you're going to be robbing yourself. And then what you're going to find out is you're not getting the gains because you have this volume of workout and you're assuming that you're training with intensity, all right? Sometimes that's decided for us without our choosing, and we wonder why we don't get the gains, all right? I want to talk about creating a vision for your life. Again, MANformation is about all areas of your life, right? Many times when we set goals, like, I don't know, you want to win the contest, we assume that when we win the contest, let's say, or whatever goal, you get the promotion, you get the girl, whatever your goal is in life, that vision you have, it's going to bring in all these emotions of happiness and fulfillment. Many times it's awesome, it's great. It's just that it isn't everything that we expected, right? And sometimes that can be disappointing. We say, is this all there is? Right? After all of that work, here's the danger in that: when you put all of your willpower, focus, energy, and time to a goal, and then you reach it, and then you go, wow, is this all there is? The challenge is the next time it's time to go for a goal, you're going to go, wow, that took so much effort, and I didn't really get that much out of it. What if I do that on the next goal? What if I do that on the next goal, and I don't get anything out of it, right? And then we start compromising our dreams, our goals, or the amount of work we put into it. I know what that's like. I put so much into my bodybuilding and training, and I left it all on the floor, and it was great. I know a lot of you guys really appreciate what I've done. You're probably here because of what I've done in the past. But I'll tell you, in my mind, for the amount of effort that I put in to what I got out, I didn't realize it, but since I retired from competitive bodybuilding 14 years ago, I was holding back. I just didn't know it. I didn't have that mental and emotional intensity to reach my goals, even though I was working hard every day. Kind of ties in with the training intensity versus volume. But I really didn't know it. I thought I was going at a level 10, but I was really holding back because it was the fear that I put so much into something and didn't pay off quite as much. Maybe I was focusing too much on all the sacrifices. Sacrifices come along with it, but it was making me hold back. I talk to a lot of competitive bodybuilders, and they're in that same boat. Sometimes they don't realize it, right? That they put so much into it, and they're holding back when it comes to relationships or their job, the next level of what they want. And it's in the back of my mind, of their mind. It was in the back of my mind, so I know what that's like. When you set the vision for your life, it's very important that you take on all these skills, whether it's presenting skills, camera skills, technology skills, training skills, could be your writing skills, that you put yourself in a direction that there are many, many ways to win. So even if you don't necessarily hit the goal, or it's not necessarily everything that you wanted, there are still other branches and other ways to win, all right? But you have to think about that right from the beginning, all right? So you want to set up so there's a lot of ways to win. When I do a live broadcast like this, there's a lot of ways for me to win that I have it planned out. So it's just not if, I don't know, someone downloads the passages to my upcoming book. I've got a lot of ways to win. I've got a lot of different social media platforms to do this. I've got a lot of ways to connect with you, not just one. And that's something, again, if you need help, you want to reach out to me, reach out to me. I can help you set up that vision that sets up many ways to win, so all your skills and talents can help hedge your bet while you're still reaching those ambitious goals, right? It reminds me of a story, and I talk about this with my wife. She's a competitor too, is how we put so much effort into our contest in our minds. Oh, this was going to lead to this and this and this and this, right? And even when you won the contest, right, it's like, wow, okay, that was good, right? And we have this joke that we talk to ourselves, is that, you know, you think there's going to be this big ticker tape parade when you win the contest, right? And very rarely does that ticker tape parade ever show up. As a matter of fact, people don't even know you had your contest, right? Oh, how'd you do? Oh, and you know, maybe before the show they asked you 20 times and you were dieting and it's next week, and then they don't even remember, right? It's very important to us, not so important to other people, all right? There's no ticker tape parade after all that work, even when you're victorious, right? So it ties in. No ticker tape parade. As a matter of fact, you know, I used to write about how post-contest depression, right? How after a contest, you know, you were just gearing up to something that's so important, and then it's there and it's over with, and you had something to look forward to, and now you don't, right? I used to write about that, and I hear a lot of bodybuilders, former bodybuilders, talking about that. I'll tell you, my experience now, 14 years removed, that wasn't it. It wasn't it. It was that we put so much on the floor, you come back to your normal life, and you realize that you didn't set up for so many ways to win, right? So that post-contest depression, I've learned, looking back at it now, it was that I came back to a life and I didn't know what to do next. What I expected out of it didn't meet my goals, all right? So I want you to think about that. Let's go on this journey, create this big vision that you can win in many ways with all your skills, talents, and abilities, all right? So that is going to do it for today for this live broadcast. Again, thank you so much for being here. Post your comments down below, your suggestions, your questions. Whether you're watching it live on a replay version, I check it all throughout the day. I want to connect with you. All right, so make sure that you check into and invest in yourself with the MANformation program. So you and I, we have that one-on-one coaching session, and read the passages, the free passages to my upcoming book. It's a Matter of Trust, Confessions of a Recovering Bodybuilder. So many life lessons that I want to share with you to make your life easier from my heart, So go to skiplacore.com/book Download those free passages. If it moves you, fill out the questionnaire down below. Maybe it'll set up where you and I can talk together. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Have a great day. Have an outstanding day. Have an awesome day.
Being the man I want to be. Being the man I'd want my son to be. Being a man others would look up to and be inspired by. Being the man that I know I am, but have not figured out how to let out. But now I'm on my way. I'm letting it out.
He really just takes your thinking on that matter and forces you to look at what's holding you back and what you could possibly do better to further reach your goals. So anyone who really wants to just finally conquer one area of your life or even multiple areas of your life and just finally get it done and understand it and be able to master it, I definitely recommend Skip's coaching services.
Skip helped me cut off a huge section, of time and helped me get everything so much faster, and helped me find things that I really wanted.
He's literally a wealth of knowledge, but not only that, he literally knows what you're thinking, but even better, the mistakes that you're going to make and how to basically do a 180 and point you in the right direction so you can reach your goals as quickly as possible.
The advice you get will be so valuable, and it will enable you to make key distinctions which will propel you to succeed in any area of your life.
He's got me to think bigger, to push harder, and to actually get a lot more motivation than I've ever had before.
Skip LaCour, and I had actually learned a lot from him, and he's a great guy. I certainly would recommend his site and try to get some help from him if you are interested. He's offering a lot of stuff for people who are serious about improving themselves and really want to work at it. They're serious about working on themselves. He will help.
I'm taking on more risks. I'm challenging myself in ways that I never thought possible before.
The amount of change that made in me as a person and just becoming a better man was incredible. I just really love this stuff.
I remember I was just kind of holding back the tears when I got done, and it was like, oh my gosh, there is hope there. I wasn't wrong. We can still take our business. I can still take my relationship. I can still have all this. This guy understands it. He's been there.
The knowledge and discipline and insight that I learned from him took everything that I do in my life to that next level. And that's what I really want you guys to understand is Skip LaCour is an amazing bodybuilding coach, but he is also somebody I look to as a life mentor, as basically a father figure who has been through those things that I haven't been through, who understands those things in life that I don't yet understand.
This coaching has been a great experience. It's taught me so much. I enjoy every minute of it.
There's not many people that I can say have influenced me or had an impact on my life as much as Skip has.